All right, guys, so how do you take your game to the next level? I want to give you a strategy, kind of a new thing I've been working with, although it's kind of based on an old thing I've told you guys about. First thing I want you to do, though, is if you have not signed up for the webinar I'm doing tomorrow with Nick from Train Effective, please sign up, because we're going to be going over how to get to that next level, get to pro level, get to, utilizing the rest of this summer so that you get maximized or you maximize your results. You don't want to miss out on that. It's free to attend. The link will be in the description, and it's tomorrow, so you don't have too much more time to sign up for it, so please get in there. I don't want you to miss out. Now, what I want to talk to you about today is something I've mentioned before, visualization, but a kind of new spin on it. Now, a lot of players have told me that visualization has been phenomenal in improving their game. I've seen it improve my game, and I've had players who have been using it for consistently, by the way, using it like every day for a certain amount of time, tell me that it's been showing incredible results. It's been giving them, so much more confidence. Things that they've been visualizing have been actually happening. Insane stuff. And I had someone that mentioned the other day that they'd been visualizing and meditating for 79 days, and the results were amazing. So I want to add a new spin to this and a new way you can start visualizing, because usually when I tell you to visualize, I tell you to sit down in a quiet place, close your eyes, and visualize yourself in a match playing perfectly. And that's good. That's a really good thing to do, and I want you to keep doing that. But I have a new spin on it that I also want you to add to this. Because the first one is you're basically visualizing perfect practice, or you're in a match playing perfectly. Now I want you to visualize the journey. So what do I mean by this? I mean, whatever your goal is, so let's say you want to play varsity this year on your school, or there's a club team you want to make, and it's 2 months off. What I want you to do is visualize the journey to getting there, the ups and the downs. So we're not just visualizing the good things now. I want you to visualize the whole struggle with the end result, you making it and doing very well. But I want you to visualize everything. I want you to visualize what you're going to be doing during that month, the workouts you'll be doing and how hard they'll be, but how that you'll actually get through them. The games you'll be playing in and how well you'll do. Maybe you have that one bad game, but you learn from it and you come back even stronger. I want you to start visualizing this, visualizing an actual journey. And what this is going to do is it's going to help you stick with it. So you can even, one thing I like is you can visualize yourself on a certain day needing to do a certain workout, and at first you don't want to do it and you're not going, and then you convince yourself to go and you push yourself and you pull through and you go and you have an incredible workout. So instead of just visualizing the perfect outcome, which you still should do, by the way, I still want you sitting down, visualizing in your match, you doing everything perfectly. But when it comes for maybe longer term stuff, so maybe in 3 months you have a very important tryout, I want you to visualize the journey. Everything about it, as much detail as possible, what you're going to be eating. Visualize yourself eating it. The setbacks, but the setbacks that you ultimately, rise up to the challenge from. So in the end, make sure it's positive. You don't visualize for 3 months and then visualize yourself not making the team or something. Visualize the journey with the positive outcome at the end, but make it a journey. Okay? And this is based on new studies they've been doing on this and how helpful it is, kind of visualizing what the process is actually going to be like, being a little more realistic with it, but with a positive outcome at the end. Again, it's still really good to do the perfect game visualization, and really if you have a game coming up in a week, I have a game today, and you better believe I'm going to be doing this heavily today to visualize myself playing perfectly in the match. But for other stuff, I'm going to be visualizing the journey, the hard workouts it's going to take to get to that journey. So maybe you're going for a pro contract. Start visualizing the incredibly hard workouts you're going to be doing. Not that you have to do or are going to do, but you absolutely are going to do. Affirm it. Make it something that's going to happen. So visualize that. Visualize the meals. Visualize, maybe you have a rough day or a hard day. You have a day where you're so tired and you haven't gone to work out yet, and yet you still go and have that workout. Maybe it's hard, but you still do it. Okay? So I hope you understand that. Visualize the journey for more of your long-term stuff. Visualize, even the struggles. It's just important that you visualize yourself overcoming those struggles, towards a positive outcome at the end. All right, guys, and if you do this and you do this consistently, this is one thing that will definitely help you raise your game, raise your standards, raise your levels. So if you are plateauing or you're trying to get on a team, obviously you need to do the actual practice that you're visualizing after you've done it. But this is something that's going to help you do it. And it may sound a bit silly, but it absolutely works. There's plenty of research to back this up and case studies which you can look up online. But please, do this along with your hopefully regular visualization that you're already doing. All right, guys, that's it for me. I really hope to see you during the webinar. It's going to be great, and I'll see you in the next video.